It probably doesn't come up in this book, but we mentioned Omega beams, so I'm going to ask, what is the Omega Sanction? Because I've heard of that, and that's...
Yes, I've referred to the Omega Sanction a couple of times. The Omega Sanction is just a variant on the Omega beams.
Oh.
But it doesn't just vaporize you, it gives you 1,000 deaths. And so you, live 1,000 lifetimes. And you just, you don't die, you just, live through 1,000 lifetimes.
Okay, yeah. And does he make that? Is that
a thing that he can
does he build a vision? The Omega Sanction and install it in his head, or does he learn to use the?
I think it's just something where he's like, this is a last resort. This is a super special thing that I only reserve for people.
This is my ultimate move.
This is a move that I reserve for people who I really don't like.
This is my biggest combo.
Right.
You gotta hit all sorts of buttons for me to get this.
Well, it's more like a mega combo's cool and it's flashy and it defeats your enemy, but then there's that guy that you can't beat, so you do that really cheap move over and over again. That you don't like to do it because it makes you look like an asshole. That's the Omega Sanction. It's because Batman has a bullet. He has a gun with a bullet in it that killed Darkseid's son Orion, and that is the only bullet that can kill a new god, and he's going to kill Darkseid with it, and he's going to break his one vow of using firearms on Darkseid because Darkseid's going to destroy all of reality. Mm-hmm. So he is like, are you willing to bet that you can shoot me with your Omega beams before I can shoot you with this gun? And then, he shoots Darkseid as he's being shot with the Omega Sanction. Right before he dies / goes back in time, he says, gotcha! And then disappears. Or actually, he turns into a skeleton that Superman then brandishes and buries. But in reality, Batman goes back to, ancient, proto-man, and, writes the first story on the wall of the cave. And it's whatever, dear Grant Morrison.
Well, I don't understand. He has to live through 1,000 lifetimes.
Yeah, so, he's Pirate Batman, he's 19th century Batman, he's Cave Batman.
But then how does he reappear in our time?
Well, eventually he shows up in our time.
This is just one of the
But it's time, so he should have been here the whole time.
Well, they have to go back. They have to go get him.
Oh, okay.
He's stuck there.
So he has an adventure in a time, and then he
it's almost like a quantum fucking leap.
He's like,
more or less.
Yeah.
But he has to live that lifetime. He's got to be a baby.
Yep, and be raised.
Wake up.
But it's Batman throughout time, so it's all these different Batman.
Right. But does he remember?
No. Oh, does he remember that he did all that?
Yeah.
I think he did during that story arc, yes.
Okay.
Because, he refers to it when he's, back. He's like, I was dead, but now I'm not.
So each time, does he remember the previous time?
I don't think
Or does he only remember it all at the end?
I think at the end, he just remembers that he died, and that a lot of crazy shit happened, and let's forget about it. I think when he's
a really bad
when he's Pirate Batman, he doesn't remember that he was Caveman Batman. I don't think he remembers all that crap.
That would also be really embarrassing. Jesus, I was a Caveman Batman.
Oh my god!
He doesn't know his name is Bruce Wayne.
No,
he's just a guy.
Well, it's not his name.
Yeah, not during those times.
Right.
I could be completely butchering this, by the way. But this is how I remember that story.
Right.
Rest in pieces. Because it's different pieces of his life.
That doesn't work there. It's not. You can't do that.
So
I went for it. Shut up.
You know what? And for that, you get a Superman.
Thank you.